Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Within the Frame. I'm Janett.
And I'm Richard.
And today we're talking about some AZ film stuff, trailers, a couple of movie reviews, and at the end we have a special guest, so make sure to stick around for that. So our first story that we're going to talk about is the Jerome Film Festival Challenge that happened in January. The challenge was about making a short film with one single take, and they're having their showcase on the Tuesday, February 28th, in Phoenix at the Ositillo Restaurant and Bar. So make sure to check that out if you can.
And guys, also we have the Almost Famous Film Festival showcase coming up. That will be March 1st at the AMC Arizona Center. We Within the Frame was there last week when the film festival kicked off. Got a lot of coverage on the teams that are going to be there. I believe it's 20 teams that entered.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
30 teams.
Yeah, it's more than 30 teams, and 20 will be showcased there. So 20 will enter, 1 will win. Sounds really epic. You'll see me there. I will be there on March 1st. So check it out, guys. And there's another film festival on March 1st. Jana, what is that?
Yeah, so it's the OCD Film Festival, which I will be at on that same day, Wednesday, March 1st. And OCD Film Festival stands for Outstanding Cinema Delights Film Festival, and it's themed about just mental illness, and so it should be really interesting and cool. So if you can't come to that one, come to the one I'm coming to on Wednesday.
So pick which parent you like more. Pick which one you want to support. That's pretty much what we have as far as the local stuff goes. Now we have to go into some, some trailers. A lot of trailers dropped this week, actually. Obviously, it seems like there's a movie coming out maybe next week involving a big X-Men character. That's why a lot of trailers are dropping. But anyway, the first one we have is King Arthur: Legend of the Sword, directed by Guy Ritchie, which premieres on May 12th of this summer. What do you think, Janet?
This is the third trailer, right?
This is the third trailer.
And this is the third time I don't care.
It's funny. That's how I feel about, it's funny. She feels about King Arthur the way I feel about Ghost in the Shell or Kong Skull Island.
Oh my god. Ghost in the Shell is going to be great, and you're going to eat your words.
I'm willing to admit I'm going to eat my words with Kong Skull Island. I will not eat my words with Ghost in the Shell.
What did you think about King Arthur trailer?
I thought it looked fine. I feel like I should be more excited than I am. I like Guy Ritchie's style. I like Sherlock Holmes. Man from U.N.C.L.E. was decent. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is fun. But as far as this, something isn't clicking right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really interesting that they're having this movie open the week after Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Because the last time we tried to reinvent a medieval fantasy story with Robin Hood, which opened the week after Iron Man 2, and that did terrible. So history is going to repeat itself again, it seems like. But I'm still going to go see it. The next trailer we have is Colossal, starring Anne Hathaway. This one's kind of a weird one. It's basically...
Yeah, when the trailer started, I was like, okay, it's Anne Hathaway, I can dig it. She got really drunk the night before, and then it turns out there's a monster going around the town, and I was like, what is this?
There's some giant Godzilla-type monsters terrorizing, I think it's Seoul, South Korea, whichever is not the fucked up Korea.
South.
Yeah, that's the...
I don't know if it's fucked up.
There's one that's obviously more screwed up.
That's definitely North Korea. All right.
They're the ones that are screwed up. But it's this monster's attacking, and she's connected to the monster. And it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, I believe.
Yeah.
It looks cute. I mean, I like what I see. It looks like a fun...
It's definitely different.
It looks like a fun mix of two very distant genres, because it almost has a romantic comedy, not romantic comedy vibe, but almost a kind of smaller indie film vibe. And we also get monsters.
So you get like Cloverfield.
You get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely something I didn't know was coming.
And now you're excited that it's coming. Because I'm always down for more Anne Hathaway.
So the next trailer is Song to Song.
Terrence Malick's new movie. So 5 actors are going to be cut out of it from the trailer. What did you think of it?
It was, just watching it, okay, I was like, alright, Ryan Gosling's and another musical themed movie, and then who else was in it?
It's Natalie Portman, Rooney Mara, and Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, I don't know, it just felt like it had a Her vibe, and then with Ryan Gosling just doing La La Land, it felt like Ryan Gosling's life after La La Land.
Like the unofficial sequel.
Yeah.
It's a much more depressing sequel.
But I don't know, it just it felt very kind of like a small little indie film with very musical themed, kind of like a music festival vibe to it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I liked about it, was the idea of doing this kind of like a love story, but also a breakup story to this to the scene of the Austin music scene, which is a really big thing. Austin music is a huge deal, so I'm excited for it. Terrence Malick is someone who makes a film every 20 years, and it's always exciting when he does. Tree of Life is probably one of the best movies to come out within the past Oh my God, it's been almost 6 years since Tree of Life came out. That just dawned on me. I was gonna say 5 years, like no, it hasn't. But I'm excited. You know what's funny though is that Christian Bale was in the movie, but he got cut out.
Oh really?
Like he filmed a bunch of scenes, and they just cut out all of his scenes just because they didn't work. Because that's how Terrence Malick filmed stuff.
That's weird.
So I'm excited for it. I'm definitely gonna go see it.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the last trailer we have?
Alien.
Oh, the Alien Covenant spot. Like that wasn't really a trailer even. That was just like a prologue.
Yeah.
It was just like a whole scene.
I was expecting a trailer. Like, wait, is this just like an entire scene? It was kind of cool because you see James Franco and you see Danny McBride, and I did not.
You're expecting
see...
Seth Rogen to like walk up. He's like, hey guys.
Did not expect to see those two in a Alien movie. But that was kind of cool. I'm definitely excited. Like they called it the Last Supper scene.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which was really kind of interesting.
Their moment before everything goes to hell.
Yeah, that little part where one of the characters just starts coughing. I'm just like, okay, they're setting it up.
Yeah, everyone who's seen an Alien movie knows what that's. Everyone's like waiting for it, like wait for it, and nothing happens. So I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of clever.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. I hated Prometheus. Thought it was garbage. But I'm excited for this one, and I think I'm willing to admit part of that is because this one will actually have xenomorphs in them. I'm very superficial that way. That's enough to like make it better for me automatically, even if it's the same movie, repeat. I will say I'm a little disappointed though. It's just like it does remind me a lot of Alien. Like it's just truck drivers in space, which is like, well, I've seen that. So
yeah,
I'm still gonna go see it though. I'm super pumped.
Yeah, me too.
And you have some reviews for us today, don't you?
I do. Oddly enough, you don't.
I don't. One of the movies you're gonna review, which is Moonlight.
I just saw it.
I was supposed to watch last night, but I just was so tired the other night, and I just didn't have time before the show today to do it. So I'll be watching it tonight or tomorrow before the Academy Awards. So I will definitely be well informed.
So we both. Well, no, actually we didn't. I watched John Wick 2 literally the night after our last screening, and I won't touch on it too much because Richard already did.
And it was dope.
It was really good. It's definitely like an action movie you expect coming from John Wick, the first film. But I just kind of kept thinking, like, how many times is he going to stop at a doorway and then someone's just going to say, like, a dramatic one-liner. He's going to turn around and then just walk away. I'm like, they did that, like, 5 times.
I now really want to go see it again and have a drinking game with this new knowledge.
Oh, and then how many times he falls off the stairs. Stairs are not his friend.
That's a weird thing to notice. I didn't even notice that
he fell off the stairs, like, 3 times. But I liked it. I thought it was fun. It's definitely, I love how they expanded the universe and, like, how even homeless people are part of this, like, world. And the one thing that I say I probably didn't like was the fact that the motivation was a lot weaker this time around than it was in the first movie. Because, like, the first movie, like, yes, they killed his dog and they stole his car, and that was his, like, one thing that he had of his wife. And now it's a lot less dramatic why he's doing it. He's doing it because he's forced into it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Definitely, the motivation is a little less strong.
Yeah, but definitely give it a watch when you can because it's pretty good.
Because John Wick 3 is coming soon, guys, and you want to be prepared.
So I'll move on into 50 Shades Darker, guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm really disappointed that we didn't have a review for this, like, when it came out.
Yeah, I was going to see it, but then I was like, maybe I shouldn't. But I finally came around to it, and I liked the first movie better. I thought it was more interesting to see how Christian Grey and what is the girl's
Anastasia
name?
Steele
how they kind of came together and like that formed. But this time around, it was so bad, guys. I mean, it wasn't that great the first time, but it was like. I mean, we were talking about it before, like, there's so many throwaway scenes, like, scenes where you're just like, why was that there? Like, it did not do anything to the plot, characters that did nothing to the plot. It's kind of hysterical how bad it is at one point where, okay, so there's a helicopter scene. I won't tell you what happens, but, like, you think a helicopter scene is going to be important to the plot, especially because something happens to that helicopter, literally does nothing. And it's kind of laughable.
It's funny that she's a lot more, like, reserved now in her, like, review, because when I first talked to her, she was like, oh, it sucked. She just went off. She's now much more civil now that she's on camera. She's like, well, I think there were issues, but before she was like, oh, man, this movie was garbage.
No, it was definitely bad, but you get a good, like, kind of background on Christian Grey and like why he is the way he is. But it's also really funny because they do this thing with like a lipstick, and he like draws around his body like places that she's not allowed to touch him, and like he has that lipstick on his body for like a good 3 days. Like it's just weird.
Do they answer the question of how he makes his money?
No.
I still want to know.
But he does say like he makes investments in like hair salon, and he ends up buying the company that Anastasia works for, which is a little like
that's not creepy at all.
No, but I don't want to spoil any of the like really weird stuff, so just go watch it, enjoy it, and let us know what you think in the comments. And the last thing, Moonlight, like you said, he didn't go see it, but I did. I just saw it like today. It was so good. It's like so good.
I know it looks so good. I need to watch it.
I didn't know dick about what it was. Like I didn't know anything about what the plot was, anything, and just going into it, it just like completely like takes you in, and I love it. So it's broken down in 3 parts, kind of like how you see the poster. I didn't understand why the poster was broken up. Like this one character has 3 different faces. It's 3 different phases of his life, played by 3 different actors. And they're kind of broken up in chapters, and one is like him as a little child, as a teenager, and then as a full-blown adult, and it's just done so well.
I'm so excited.
I'm not going to
watch
spoil anything, but it's just like a good coming-of-age movie of like hardship, and I can't think of anything that I did not like about it. So
I'm so excited. It's going to be good.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's definitely a contender for the Oscars, which is what we're going to be talking about soon.
Yeah, we just got a little bit of news to clear up, you know. Let's get the first story down. It's a repeat of last week. Matt Reeves is directing Batman, and the reason we're repeating this news is because literally after we ended the show last week, 5 minutes later, they were saying, Matt Reeves isn't directing Batman. Negotiations broke down. He's not doing it. So apparently this whole week was just them saying, like, what will you do to do Batman? So he's directing Batman.
He's back.
So that shouldn't even be
It was like a
story.
glitch in the timeline.
Yeah, like the Flash went back in time, screwed up the timeline. I was like, wait, I gotta go fix it. Like I said last week, it's a little boring, it's a little predictable, but you know, he's a good choice.
Yeah, we got another Batman director though.
Yeah,
Lego Batman director, Nightwing.
I don't want to talk about this. I don't even want to deal.
Go ahead, rant.
I don't. Okay. I think DC likes announcing movies more than they actually like making them at this point. Because I feel like every week we're saying DC announces a new movie. They announce a new movie. This is like their 15th movie they've announced, and we're not making anything. And Nightwing, guys, look, Warner Brothers, I know you love Batman. Batman's made you a shit ton of money. But you have a whole publishing side of DC Comics that makes characters other than Batman you can make a lot of money off of. Like, let's just count it down. Batman v Superman. Justice League, which he's probably going to be a major part of for some bullshit reason, even though he's like the biggest thing he can do is pick up the check.
Oh my god.
Got Suicide Squad. All the villains in the Suicide Squad were connected to him. Suicide Squad.
He wasn't in it.
He was in it though. Remember, he gets Deadshot. And he's in the
yeah.
after credit moment, which is nonsense.
Oh, right.
He's probably going to be in Suicide Squad 2. He's probably going to be in Wonder Woman. He's going to be in Gotham City Sirens, which is connected to his city. He's getting his own solo film, and now he's getting a movie based off his sidekick. Did I mention he's also going to be in Justice League 2? That's 9 Batman movies. 9 movies with Batman, and he just got a Lego movie. Guys, I love Batman. I'm sick of superheroes. I love superheroes, but I'm sick and tired of Batman. It's not the Batman cinematic universe. It's the DC extended universe. Where's my Static Shock movie? Why are we having trouble developing a Flash movie? What about Shazam or Green Lantern?
Okay.
What do you think?
I agree. I don't think I'm nearly as passionate as you. But I think people love Batman, and DC is giving people what they love.
It's like...
And that's where the money comes from.
It's almost like if when Marvel got the deal to do Spider-Man, they pretty much had released a press statement that said, we have our favorite kid back. We don't have to make Iron Man movies anymore. We don't have to settle with Captain America. We now have Spider-Man. Which is what Warner Brothers said. They said, Matt Reeves is directing the crown jewel of the DC slate, which is Batman. And I was like, that's cool. I'm not mad. Us Superman fans or us fans of anything that isn't Batman, we're not totally cool. We're totally fine with this.
But Superman is a close second. So, like, Batman is apparently number one.
It feels like
in
Superman
DC.
isn't even the close second anymore. I feel like Wonder Woman is going to be the close second, and then Suicide Squad, and then Superman will be like number 10.
At this point in time, though, it's definitely Superman has gotten the most movies and, fans. So, just let that simmer. So, you want to keep talking about DC? Or, not DC, I guess X-Men?
Yeah, let's talk about something that won't make me as angry.
So, the future of X-Men.
Yeah, there was a lot of development on the X-Men side. Pretty much, this is all rumors at this point. Steve Weintraub from Collider posted a few rumors that Simon Kinberg, the writer of X-Men 3, X-Men Days of Future Past, and X-Men Apocalypse, will be directing the fourth X-Men movie, X-Men Supernova, which will probably be dealing with the Dark Phoenix Saga storyline. That Joe Carnahan, who did the A-Team and the Gray and is doing like the new Bad Boys movie, is writing X-Force, which is like X-Men R-rated, like kind of like they're like a dirty, gritty task team of mutants that deal with dirty missions.
Okay.
And then Drew Goddard, who wrote Cloverfield and Cabin in the Woods and got an Oscar nomination for The Martian, is helping co-write the script for Deadpool 2. A lot of stuff there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that came out this week.
You'd think it's almost like Fox has an X-Men movie coming out next week, and they want X-Men on people's mind, saying like, guys, we have plans after Logan.
What about well, I always forget, is Hellboy DC?
Hellboy's Dark Horse. He's not connected to Marvel or
Oh, really?
DC. And that was depressing. That was super depressing. Yeah, guys.
Hellboy 3 is apparently not happening.
Because this week couldn't get any worse for me, apparently.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Guillermo del Toro didn't say, like, we're not maybe going to do. No, he just straight up said, guys, this isn't happening. Stop asking me. It's over. It's dead. Which, guys, like, what you should do before or after the Oscars is go watch Hellboy 2 again, guys. It's been almost 10 years, but it's an awesome movie. And if there's one movie that deserved a third film, it's Hellboy, not The Mummy. I don't know why The Mummy got a third movie. Who asked for The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor? I don't even know who asked for Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly haven't even seen the second. I think I saw the first Hellboy.
You gotta see the second one. That's like the best one. I think that's my favorite Del Toro movie.
Yeah.
Even more than like Pan's Labyrinth or Pan's Labyrinth is like his best, but Hellboy 2 is like my personal favorite.
Really?
I think I watch that movie at least once a year because how good it is. It's so much fun.
Okay.
And
I'll check it out.
Also, I'd rather have a Hellboy 3 than Pacific Rim 2. Just saying. I think the last bit of news we have is the Scorsese Netflix deal. Mm-hmm. What did you think of this?
That Scorsese is going to release his next film on Netflix exclusively.
Yeah.
That's kind of different. That's kind of weird. I mean, I like going to movies. I like going to see them in a big screen and experiencing that with a crowd. And so that kind of is sad, but it's also like more people will be able to watch it and like just experience it all at once. So that's, I guess that's the upside.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I see two things. One, it's gonna be awesome because more people can see it, and you know Netflix is gonna give him total creative control. They're just gonna give him the money and be like, do whatever you want to do, because you don't tell Scorsese what to do. He tells you what to do. Well,
Netflix seems to have that relationship with their creators anyway.
Yeah, because
just let them.
That's why Adam Sandler is still out of crap.
Yeah.
But the downside is that it just feels dirty and wrong that a Scorsese movie isn't coming out on the big screen.
Yeah.
He's such a proponent of like the cinema experience that it feels wrong a movie of his going straight to Netflix.
Yeah.
But it's probably the only way a movie like this would ever happen because he wants like $120 million budget.
When you say it like that, like it just goes straight to Netflix. It's like when someone says like, "Oh, it's just going straight to DVD."
It sounds dirty.
Like
doesn't
it feels like, well, it wasn't good enough to get a theatrical release. So it's just going straight. Like
it sounds like such a cut down, which it really isn't. Like you know, a lot of good movies are released straight to DVD.
Yeah.
It just when you see your Scorsese, you expect he's gonna get the red carpet and everything.
Red carpet to Netflix and chill.
Red carpet. I bet you Scorsese. Scorsese did a lot of Netflix and chilling back in the day when you're as cool as him. But speaking of the red carpet, guys, the Academy Awards are this Sunday at ABC. It's a big night. This is pretty much our Super Bowl. My Super Bowl, at least.
Yeah, I guess so. Were the Emmys like the playoffs or something?
The Emmys are like the World Series. You acknowledge they're on, but you just don't care.
I liked them.
Fine. And then the Golden Globes are March Madness. You don't know what's going on.
So, do you have a pick for Best Picture?
Well, I haven't seen Moonlight, and I've heard great things about Moonlight, and I'm pretty sure my opinion will change. But as of this moment, it's La La Land for Best Picture.
Who are the nominees?
It is, if my memory serves me correctly, it is Arrival,
Yeah.
Manchester by the Sea, La La Land, Hell or High Water, Moonlight, Hidden Figures, Lion, Fences, and
Oh, wow.
what is the ninth film I'm missing?
Can't think of it.
I didn't say it in alphabetical order, so I screwed myself up. But it is La La Land's. It's pretty much right now a neck and neck fight between La La Land and Moonlight. It feels like.
I don't know, dude. Like, a lot of them, like, just hearing your list right now, I'm like, oh shit, that was really good.
You're like, it's all really good.
Yeah, I feel like La La Land is getting too much love right now. Like, I agree, it was a great movie.
That tends to happen. Like the movie that gets like the most Oscar attention, everyone's like, I got
too
too much
much
love.
love.
I still love it. I've seen it 3 times.
I know, but like, I feel like a lot of those movies that are nominated, like, they deserve some more love.
I can think of some movies that didn't get nominated that deserve some more love.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
I feel like I don't know, Hidden Fences and Hidden Figures. I did the joke.
But it wasn't you trying to make the joke.
Yeah, I know.
Hidden Fences.
Hidden Figures. I feel like Hidden Figures is one that, like, because most people have seen it, you know, that's what most people are going to be tuning in to see, even though it doesn't really have a chance of winning.
Yeah.
Arrival is another one that a lot of people saw. I liked Arrival a lot, but I don't think it's like.
Yeah, I don't think it's that great. I mean, it's great, but I don't think it's gonna win the Oscar.
Didn't make my top 10 list of the year,
Yeah.
so it'll be interesting to see.
I think Moonlight is definitely like up there.
Moonlight.
Hopefully not.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see Moonlight.
Yeah. So.
But anyway, guys, there's one recurring theme at the Oscars this year.
It's not Oscar So White this year.
No, thank goodness. We finished that. And there is one issue, obviously, of not enough women being nominated. That's another issue we'll get to another day, because what's her name from Avengers 17 should have been nominated for Best Director, and she should be directing the next X-Men movie. Anyway, there is one campaign going online that the Oscars are a little prejudiced against people's height. The Oscars are a little too tall, and we can all admit that. You know, Ryan Gosling's a god. But we have our guest today, someone who is one of the people who opposes the Oscars, or he's very against the Oscars and how tall the nominees are. Please welcome, it's Dr. I believe?
Dr. Yanker.
Wanker. Dr. Wanker. Come on, Doc.
Hello, Mr. Fink.
Nice to meet you.
Do you have family from Schweifenland?
I probably do.
Yeah.
Our family got, we got sorted around a lot, but, we probably have the family there.
Yeah, it is common name over there. In fact, our 44th chancellor I think you were named after him.
Yes.
Richard Slick Dick Fink? Yeah?
My mom told me I was always named after somebody famous, and now I know. I feel like it'd have to be named after a famous person.
Yeah, I guess so.
Miss Sala, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice
You've
to
been
meet
more
you.
lovely in person than on the interweb.
Thank you.
And now I see why your last name is Spanish for living rooms. Your smile could light up 1,000,000 living rooms.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, his was much nice.
So charming.
His was so much more charming to you.
Yeah, I called you Slick Dick.
Slick Dick, that is charming, no?
So we have to ask your opinion on the Oscars and the nominees this year. What do you think of the nominated actors and actresses?
Well, let's start speaking with the actors. I think many of them are quite talented.
Yeah.
But the question is, why are they so much taller than the average American male? Yeah? I mean, did you know, what do you think is the average height of American male? Adult male.
5'10".
Close.
5'11"?
So actually, I understand it is 5'9" and 1/2 inches tall.
Okay.
So you could round up to 5'10". So there you are. So the nominees this year, the average height is 6 foot, which doesn't seem too much taller, no. But when we look at history of the Oscars, if we look at short men, they are given the short stick when it comes to nominations and winning the Academy Award for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor. How many do you think have won the Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor award during the last, say, 60 years? Short. And when I say short, I mean under about 5'6" tall.
Does Tom Cruise have an Oscar? Same. I think Tom Cruise does not have an Oscar yet.
I don't know. How about 6 people?
Close. Very warm.
7 people?
So it is 4.
4 people.
Yeah, I researched back to 1958, and since that time, only 4 men under the height of 5'6" have been nominated for Oscar. And Tom Cruise, by the way, is 5'7".
Is
So
he?
he's not in that category. He's
Ah.
been nominated 3 times, most recently 17 years ago for Magnolia. So, can you think of who are the 4 short actors who have been nominated?
I can't.
It's been a long time.
I feel like I should know
Really
this, and
Charlie Chaplin.
it's really upsetting me that I can't name. Who?
So, most nominated short actor is Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman, you know.
Yeah.
What?
Hook, Captain Hook.
Right, but Dustin Hoffman.
Are you
he-
short? Are you short?
He's 5'5".
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
He does
Yeah.
not seem that. Either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
maybe the apple box, you know. So Dustin Hoffman is most nominated short actor, and then we have also Richard Dreyfuss, most recently for Mr. Holland's Opus back in the 1990s, and then we have Dudley Moore, long time ago. He has passed away. He played a character named Arthur, and then finally we have Joe Pesci, who at 5'4" tall, won the Academy Award Best Supporting Actor for Goodfellas back in the 90s.
He totally deserved it.
Yeah. So, obviously this year, shortest nominee for Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor is Casey Affleck.
Tall as Casey.
Yeah.
Casey
He's not
Affleck is
tall.
5'9" tall.
Oh, okay.
Man, Ben got the height apparently.
Do you know how tall he is?
Ben Affleck 6'4".
Oh wow.
I'd say.
Seriously?
Right, the difference? Do they have the same mother? Do they have the same father? Yeah.
It's even worse that I knew that off the top of my
I
head.
know, it's like trivia. It's just back there.
Don't ask me why I know Ben Affleck's height, guys.
So have you seen Manchester by the Sea?
Mhm.
That was great. We actually saw it together.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was great, but I understand that basically he is nominated for Academy Award because he spoke in Boston accent in the film. But it seems to me that is not very hard to do when you're from Boston, yeah? I mean, now being from Schweifenland as I am, and being able to speak in Boston accent, now that maybe is worthy of an award.
I feel like I now have to hear this. You do a Boston accent.
Oh, you want to hear?
I need to hear it.
Okay. So we will be in character for Manchester by the Sea. Can you be his guardian? Do I look like an orphanage to you? Can you be his guardian? Yeah?
That's
I mean,
great.
and I'm from Schweifenland. Why did they need someone 5'9" tall to say those lines? I could have done it much cheaper.
That is true.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I need to ask you. Where is Schweifenland?
Schweifenland, well, Germany is here, Italy is here, and Schweifenland right here. You've not heard of it?
I have not heard of it.
He's very uneducated.
I am.
Obviously.
Okay, look, I'm a product of the American school system.
Public schools,
Public
I'm
school
sure.
system.
Yeah.
We obviously,
Failed us.
you know, I can't point to Canada on the map. I know it's all the way down there, but
Oh
yeah,
my god.
and we speak German in Schweifenland, but it is different. It is like how the Irish speak English differently from you here in America, yeah?
yeah.
So, I understand that you moved to LA to pursue acting because of the whole tall discrimination. You moved back to Prescott,
Yeah,
or do you pronounce it Prescott?
Prescott, that is
Okay.
how we, yeah.
It's pronounced Prescott, guys.
To basically create your own roles to get back to Hollywood. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, so when I come to America, I come here on visa, and my first job, I have a doctoral degree in theater direction from Autonomous University of Schweifenland, and when I come to United States, it was to accept job as executive director of the Prescott Playhouse, which is a small community theater up in Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
But then some circumstances lead me to Hollywood to pursue dream of being movie actor.
Mm-hmm.
But I there for a long time. I read for so many roles. Try, everything. I even take Spanish lessons to be in Mexican telenovelas. And nothing works. And then I come to the understanding it is because I'm just too short. So I decide, after an encounter with an evil casting director out in Hollywood, I decide I'm going to come back to Arizona, to Prescott, to launch my attack against Hollywood from where they least expect it.
Oh,
And I'm doing it through the form of my web series, Dr. Wanker's Short Adventures.
And where can we find the web series?
Oh, it is on YouTube, Dr. Wanker's Short Adventures. We also have Facebook page for the show, and also I have my own Facebook page as Dr. Hans Wanker,
Awesome.
and on Twitter.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Doctor.
Yeah.
And it's Wanker or Wanker?
Wanker.
Wanker.
Yeah.
I feel like we were very rude. We mispronounced it when he first came on.
It's Wanker, right?
It's Wanker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Schweifenland we pronounce it Wanker.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, a W is just two P's put together. So technically, you're both right. But Doctor, thank you for coming on the So we really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, guys, that is pretty much it for the day. Again, Janett, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on YouTube at My Road to Hollywood or Twitter JanettSallis93.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at RLFink94. And guys, remember to subscribe to the channel. Keep up to date on the Facebook website. We'll be posting the Oscars, the winners live. So, yeah, guys, you have a good weekend. And let us know down in the comment section who you think should win Best Picture. If your favorite film got nominated, if it didn't get nominated, please let us know. And have a good weekend, guys.